Hi everyone, welcome back to the market update featuring by Rationale and Market Soul. This week I'll go through the economic calendar first. There has been a lot of data flow coming up and some new highlights. There's some highlights that I want to talk about, and then as usual I'll skip into some charts that I want to show you amid all this a crypto boom, and I'll show you some crypto charts, some altcoin trade ideas maybe, and some major stock and FX site charts I'll be sharing. But before that, first of all, I just want to go through economic calendar, which I'll be talking about. Last week NVIDIA's earnings was announced, and also a new Treasury Secretary appointed by Donald Trump. I'll give some details about that, and yeah, let's break it all down. So before getting to the upcoming events, let's talk about the latest market moves and what's driving them. First, let's start with NVIDIA. It's the world, the most valuable company by market cap. They released Q3 results after Wednesday session. The numbers overall look strong, and the Q4 outlook seems promising. So the results were good, but we didn't see that much a powerful stock move after the earnings announced. So probably the reason behind that is only the gross margin side. Q4 and the first half of next year's margin expectations have softened slightly. And that might be the reason that we didn't see that much a huge jump in stock. And I'll be sharing the chart at the in the chart section of this video. NVIDIA's new Blackwell chips are custom designed also to meet with specific client needs. So while this it's a bit complex for clients, as we see more sales in Blackwell, and we will see much the margin concerns will be easing after a point, because it puts a bit uncertainty about NVIDIA's sales. So yeah, Blackwell chips currently are now in full production, and there were rumors about hesitation is driven by temporary concern rather than there were some rumors about productions issues are going, but that's not the case for now. And while also there's a story about Blackwell chips, on the other hand, a Hopper chips sales hasn't dropped as well. It's a good signs for on the sales side. And the CEO seems optimistic about Q4 2024 and Q1 2025 Hopper chip sales. That also highlighting a strong demand in general. So in general, I think at least there was nothing to break the uptrend of NVIDIA for now. But I think there was a report from FactSet actually. If you they do generally research about earnings statistics and stuff. So according to they believe them, they say that the forecast for 2025 earnings will be all double digits. So the threshold will be high a bit in the upcoming year. That might be challenging for stock prices in general, but what I'm trying to say is there's a robust economy that at least for now there's nothing that this uptrend is done and stuff for NVIDIA especially. And yeah, also we'll be evaluating technically when we come to the chart section. Another highlight, global markets got a boost following some news from Washington, that stocks rallied across the board after Donald Trump announced his pick for Treasury Secretary. He's a veteran hedge fund manager, Scott Bessent. So who is he has a kind of a role, like his potential to stabilize. So he's playing a stabilizing role within the Trump's administration, apparently, unlike some of the bold policies discussed during the election campaign. Because in election campaign, I mean, Trump was so like a tough and stuff. I mean, as usual, but Besant's approach seems more measured, relatively. So he has previously suggested layering in trade levies, which is a strategy designed to avoid shaking up markets or fueling inflation. Remember that the biggest fear would be like a stagflation under the Trump government, and as we saw the upward move after the election on the yields, the all inflation expectation went like a high, and I mean the rates were 10-year yields were around like a 3.8, and now and then it just like full towards like a 4.5 levels, and that was the reason. Like that's the reason behind that was, as I mentioned in previous videos, that inflation expectation and the source was Trump got elected. So the biggest risk that we can say that is stagflation about Trump's administration. But the Besant move, since he has more stabilizing role, he's more measured. Like let's say, this Besant move calmed the market a bit, at least for now. He also has some ideas for narrowing the budget deficit around like to like a 3% of GDP by focusing on deregulation, like energy dominance, like reprivatizing the economy, all aimed at like boosting economic growth. In a recent interview with the Wall Street Journal, he shared some key insights into his priorities as Treasury Secretary. He made it clear that enacting Trump's proposed tax cuts will be at top of his agenda. So remember that the question under Trump's administration, that they were going to finance government with tariffs and like tariffs and like I mean they were gonna actually compensate tax cuts that they were marketing by tariffs. And I mean along the way we need to watch carefully if this mentality has some concrete basis, and we need to evaluate the market. If the market is after a point get convinced that okay, their plan of tax cuts will be compensated by like tariffs or like a deregulation or by boosting economic growth and stuff, that will be positive sign, at least for the market. At least market will be convinced at the end. So yeah, he also discussed plans to introduce tariffs and cut government spending, a combination that could have significantly implication for both domestic and global markets. Also he is ensuring that US dollar maintains its status as the world's reserve currency. The outlook, like after his after he got appointed on Monday this week, we saw Treasury rally, which push 10-year yields to around like a 4.3%, and at the same time the USD weakened against other currencies. And I'll be showing dollar index as well. Where are we and how I'm watching technically. So both like the Besant move signaling that traders believe that all this market pricing signaling that Besant's policies will be far less aggressive on tariffs than Trump's campaign rhetoric suggested. That's important, but we'll see how long this will go. Apart from that, like monetary policy expectations are diverging. The likelihood of 25 basis points rate cut by Fed in December is priced around like a 50%, while the ECB is priced with 40% probability of 50 basis point rate cut due to like more economic concerns, especially escalating risk on Russia-Ukraine side. I think we got to be careful on Euro side and that will put some pressure on economic activity. Then I mean that's why like probably this 50 basis point rate cut is on the table. I had tweeted about this, but back in, I mean, when first this Ukraine-Russia war kicked off, we saw a huge impact on natural gas prices. There's a spread between European natural gas, which I think the ticker is TTF, and the US natural gas. If we see some divergence between the prices, we can say that okay, things might escalate further. That might be a risky situation. At least that will be because I believe like price moves earlier than price will be gone when we when we get the news. That's the issue. So that will be my indication on that side. So in that scenario, being short in euro is the base case for now, and considering also Fed's potential hold on rate cuts. Also GBP, like a 2% inflation. I mean, they might hold as well. So euro side might be like a short opportunities might be used on euro side. Meanwhile, we get November composite PMI indices released on Friday, showed contraction zone for Europe and the UK, while US recorded highest level. This is also another supporting point for being short in euro compared to US also. Yeah, on the economic data flow, data front, the week November, this a 25th to 29th of November, will bring key updates from US, including Q3 preliminary GDP revision, CB consumer confidence, and we're going to receive October PCE data, which is the most important data for Fed to track inflation. Additionally, on a November 16, FOMC meeting minutes will be published. Yeah, and a PCE inflation data coming on Wednesday. If inflation stays high, it could mean the Fed would be much careful on rate cuts, and that might bring the idea of holding rates for a while onto the table. This week there are a few other important things to watch in the markets. We'll see survey data from China. If you might remember, after there was a governmental boost in the to Chinese economy, and we saw huge spikes in China stocks. But now they came back because it wasn't enough. And that's the story. I don't know, maybe at least for a year. That's why I think we need to watch carefully PMI numbers, especially economic activity numbers in China, and that would lead me because if we see that some escalation on China's economy, at least some good signs, we can say that oil prices might be impacted, as we can say for now on the supply conditions on the oil sides is so bearish. I mean that's the only a potential positive shift in Chinese economy seems like the best option to bring oil prices higher, for example. Yeah, and apart from that, we're gonna get a euro area inflation numbers, as you can see on the screen here. And the previous number was 2%, and the forecast is 2.3%. And also New Zealand, we're going to receive the expectation is to see a 50 basis point rate cut in on New Zealand. And yeah, there's I don't know, I try to wrap up what's going on in general, but the main currently the main pricing is still around a Trump's administration and his cabinet, and the potential risks that might Trump's administration bring into the market. And yeah, now let's switch to the charts if you want, and quickly I'll cover a few charts for you. Here you see NVDA charts. So if you're a subscriber of Rationale newsletter service, which you can find the link below this video, this symmetrical triangle chart pattern was one of the trade idea that I had provided in equities report with like a breakout from here, and it offered like a really nice risk reward, by the way. It worked really good. And currently what I'm watching is after this breakout, as you can see, this 50-day and 21-day moving average is carrying the price. And here I'm following to see if, as you can see, this base, now it's pulling back to 50-day moving average. And I want to see some, if you're watching my videos, I was expecting to see some consolidation around here as well, And actually, it offered some consolidation, but it didn't work. That's the trading. That's you need to risk. Some portion of your equity, and if you step out, okay, you gotta wait for another one, and that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, currently let me raise that to show much clear. I would like to see some consolidation around here to be long again just before the breakout of this potential cup with handle. And yeah, when you look at the volume, yesterday there was a high selling volume. This yellow ones are like a 10-day pocket pivots, and in general, still uptrend is intact. When you see this like a weekly chart, I don't know. I'll try to draw a parallel channel here. This holds good. As you can see, also this parallel channel, we're at the like a lower boundary of this parallel. I wouldn't call this like a clear one. Yeah, let me skip this one. Yeah, I just want to give a shot. Yeah, EURGBP. I would like to show this is a look. I think there might be a bigger move here. This is monthly chart. I think there's a really clear rectangle chart pattern is formed first touch, second, third, fourth, fifth, and now it's here. You might see a potential breakdown here when you consider all like the contracting, at least not expanding economic activity in euro. Rate cuts gonna be rates not gonna be high, at least, and plus potential risks, geopolitical risks on euro side. Yeah, all those I think suggest some being like bearish euro idea. With that idea in mind, I think EURGBP in the month when you have like such long formation, it might be evaluated as an opportunity, a potential breakdown. Around here, maybe you can set up your trades with in the weekly chart. Wait, this is I think long idea. Yeah, something like this maybe with relatively tight stop. As you can see, I'm risking around like a 1.20%. Yeah, this game might play out. And I would like to show you this Russell 2000. If you're also, if you're a follower of our like a channel where I was sharing this Russell 2000 chart a lot. As you can see, this rectangle chart pattern price target is reached here, and I'll expect to see some, it's so natural to see some rejection from this year, and I'll be following if we're gonna see a consolidation here. Because why? First of all, if I come to daily, as you can see, this is really this area is clear support area right now, and that will be around short-term moving averages, and that might offer a potential buy opportunity if it pulls back here. And remember that if we see much more move on Russell 2000 in the indices in this, that's an indication that sector rotation is on. And Nasdaq, that's how I'm following Nasdaq future. As you can see, this middle of the channel, middle line of this channel is working as a support here. And yeah, that's how I'm following right now. Yes. And still, I mean, here you can see it might be forming a cup with handle-ish, not that clear. I mean, not that horizontal, but yeah, at least it's there. So cryptos, quickly, I'll show you some trade ideas just before that. First of all, that's the movement that I'm following for Bitcoin, this cup with handle. And after this perfect breakout, it's so natural to see some pullback. Definitely, for the health of this price, it's definitely better to see such pullback. And I'll be following like this, especially in the weekly chart. This black line is not, I mean, I'm following this 10-week moving average. And if I see a convergence around here, I would like to see some stabilizing in price. And if that's the case, that will mean, okay, this rejection, I mean, this pullback is healthy. And when I go to the like, also I'll be following volume for sure, and for sure the candle style. I would like to see at least some rejection in like lower time frames while watching something like this. For example, in the daily chart, first support will be this like a short-term moving averages area. As you can see, okay, yesterday there was a high selling volume, but still I don't see any trend shifting issue in cryptos. Ethereum, that's how I'm following this. First of all, let me come from the weekly chart. So yeah, okay, sorry, my bad. This, yeah, this symmetrical triangle chart pattern target was reached, but in daily, sorry, daily, yeah, sorry, that the first one was the ascending triangle, the one that I erased. So here, this symmetrical triangle chart pattern, that's what I'm waiting. I mean, the price target is 3,750 levels. We'll see if it can go towards there, but that's how I'm following right now. And here we're all like, I mean, we saw this breakout in like every crypto, but yeah, still I'm watching this chart pattern formation. If that goes there, as you can see, that price target is also a resistance level, like pivotal points, apparently that region. We'll see how fast it, I mean, if it can go there, how fast it will go and how it managed to stay there. Solana here, as you can see in the weekly chart, again, like, I mean, here, also I had mentioned this ascending triangle chart pattern. We already reached that point, okay, but in a higher time frame, what I like to see here, as you can see, I mean, it hasn't broken out yet, the all-time high. I mean, at least there's no convincing breakout. So yeah, it's really natural to see some rejection. I mean, I'll be watching its moves around here, and you can also watch how the price will react around moving like this, for example, 10-week moving averages, and it might lead to form another cup with handle chart pattern. And in that scenario, to see a consolidation around here might offer a buy opportunity. Let me go quickly. Also, if you're like a Rationale member, you already got this trade ideas, some of them. And here, FET USDT, it's not formed yet, but potential head and shoulder bottom chart pattern formation, a breakout around here might be a good trade idea. Quickly, BNB, I really like this one. As you can see, price contraction is like a 70%, 50%, 15%, a breakout, pullback. Look, where do we see a rejection? Look, So apparently this area is like, let me show this dotted. Let me change this. Pretty crucial area, and we saw rejection here. I think this a potential breakout. I mean, BNB is one of the coin that I'm watching really closely, and it's this rectangle chart pattern is pretty clear. Let me raise those to show you better. Another one here, PHA USDT, a rectangle chart pattern after a downtrend at the bottom formed. We haven't seen a potential. We haven't seen a breakout yet, and I mean, if that might be also a nice bet. And YGG, as you can see, this daily bar is pretty nice. A breakout is confirmed. Is pulling back right now, a bit extended pullback. You might find it risky, but if you don't want to just like buy in and pull back, you can count this as a fake breakout and wait for another breakout that might occur in the coming days. EGLD, this was also another trade idea that was given in Rationale newsletter. Rectangle chart pattern after a downtrend. It's broken out, pulling back right now, and as you can see, like this, when you go to lower time frames, here at least double. I mean, you can call it like double. I'm calling double bottom because like I just want to show you that there's a rejection around this area. So yeah, this the price. I mean, this area is apparently respected. Yeah, and follow USDT, a perfect breakout, like pullback, but yeah, price target is here. And the last one is KDA. Let me open this if you wanna just like put these ideas into your watch list. And KDA, yeah, this was like a really nice breakout. This was also one of the Rationale trade ideas. So in general, like at least like with Trump's administration, there's nothing negative for like cryptos, and to see some like pullback in Bitcoin is pretty normal, and that, believe me, like it's healthier to see some like higher prices, definitely. And for now, at least we can say something. I mean, with Bessent's like appointment to like a treasury secretary, the market is like, because the market doesn't like a bold statements, and a potential like more balanced way of communication and potential people that will do such communication will be market friendly, and that's the case for now. At least I don't see any concrete negative issues going on for risk on sentiment. And that's all I'm gonna talk about this week. Thanks for your time. Whatever you see here, if you like, please like thumbs up, and like if you have any question, please leave as a comment. And if you just like any kind of suggestion in our videos and stuff, please let us know through comments. I hope you have a great week. A good one.